Hey everybody, it's Pod Fiction back with another killer podcast.
Podcast.
Turn up those volume button, turn down your phone button because it's about to get crowded.
Speaking of which, my phone's already on silent.
Ah, he's ready.
Don't be a Tommy Texter. A Debbie Diddler. Nope.
Oh wow!
I wanted to say Debbie Dialer.
I'm sure you did.
Listen, I know a lot of Debbies have done a lot of things. Fucking run.
We're coming for you.
We know where you are, Debbie, and your diddles.
We're chopping all of them heads off.
We watched like 7 trailers, so we're in trailer mode right now.
Trailers for sale.
Buy one. I don't know.
Rent one.
Whatever. Michael.
All right.
Michael, what have you been up to? And if you say working, I'm gonna punch you in your nips.
I lost my job, so thanks for bringing that up, asshole.
That's why I said it. I'm gonna punch you in your nips. My nipples.
Same old. Just kind of watching movies, playing video games, living the dream.
White privilege rights.
Yeah, I honestly haven't done much.
We don't do
I haven't
much.
bought anything cool lately, which kind of sucks. I like buying cool shit.
I like buying things in the shape of emojis.
Yeah. Things is like the stuff that I want to get into are topics of conversation, but I'm trying to think of like little things. Maybe Kels watched The Disaster Artist the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we checked that out, and I do a pretty mean Tommy Wiseau.
All right, everybody, silent for a second. We'll get some character. Yeah, silent. Here we go. And okay, let me know. Give me a little thumbs up. Thumbs up before we do it.
Just give me a second. I gotta think of a line that's
famous Tommy Wiseau.
Exactly.
Get the thumbs up when you're ready.
Oh,
there it is.
Hi, Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
All right, out of 10 stars, folks, go.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her.
Okay.
I did not.
I like that.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi.
See, it's like spot on. I'm from New Orleans.
No. Okay, we'll do it without the accent, though.
I'm from New Orleans.
I have not seen
it. It's really funny. It's really. I think Brendan would fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
It's just so absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
There's this part in it. Me and Kelsey, we laugh so fucking hard. So he pulls up to take like Dave Franco to like L.A. to become famous movie people. And so the mom's like, no, I'm against this. So she goes out to the car to talk to him. She's like, how old are you? And he's like, I'm Tommy's age. Or no, not Tommy's age. Because Tommy's age. She says like he's the same age as, I think his name's, I can't remember his name.
Billy.
I'm just gonna say Mark because that was his movie character. Says he's the same age as Mark, and she's like, Mark's 19. And she's like, well, in that case, I just turned 14. It's like, oh, happy birthday! Like super serious. Holy fuck! Like we had to pause the movie because we laughed so hard.
Fucking.
Oh yeah. But all good friendships have that. The rocky road. Like he was like supposed to be on like an episode of Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, but he wouldn't, like, Tommy Wiseau wouldn't let him do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's not his dad, though, right?
No, but because he was in the movie and he spent, like, all this money on the movie. He was, like, $6 million into this movie.
Did he really? The room cost $6 million?
$6 million. And they're, like, there's, like, a part where, like, Seth Rogen's character goes to cash the check. And he's like, well, let's see what happens here. And the guy, like, yeah, all went through. He's like, I actually got paid? And they're like, the guy's like, let's just put it this way. His bank account is bottomless. Like, he's that fucking rich.
Is Tommy Wiseau actually that rich? What is he, like, what?
No one knows where his money came from.
Really, eh?
Nobody knows his real age. Nobody knows where he's from. He's basically just a mystery. Because he won't tell the truth.
Oh, he just, like, always tells, like, a fake story?
No, he tells everybody's from New Orleans. He's not from New Orleans. He has, like, a fucking, like a European accent or something.
It's at this point that, like, maybe he actually is from New Orleans, and he's just, like, I told him for 10, 20 years.
He's just got, like, Rocky syndrome.
Yeah, he's just got, like, Bell Palsy, and everyone's just fucking, you're all bullies.
Yeah,
you all laughed.
A lot. Yeah, you're making fun of this guy, and he's just telling you guys the truth.
Yeah.
That he's actually a 19-year-old kid.
He's got Benjamin Buttons, man.
Yeah. Leave Tommy alone!
Yeah, man. Stop criticizing T-Dizzle.
But you could definitely watch that movie if you have not seen The Room. It works very well.
Yeah.
I did not watch The Room beforehand. I've still not finished The Room. I watched a bit of it. It's fucking terrible.
Well,
but like it's funny terrible.
It's universally terrible.
Exactly. So I'll have to finish it with Jambin.
$6 million bucks, though. That's like a lot of money to put into any movie. Like,
oh yeah, there's like a part where they're doing the premiere, dude. So they pull up And Tommy Wiseau's like, there's not enough people, let's keep moving. So they drive by, and they go back, and they come back like 15 minutes later, and like, he gets out of the car, like, oh, he's like, traffic was terrible. It's like, we just fucking saw you, you idiot. Oh, that was another part I just couldn't stop laughing at. Like, why would he even say that? Oh,
but it was like they saw him drive by the first time.
He had the window down. He was looking out the window, doing like 10 miles an hour.
Oh, fuck. Thank you for saying miles, because they're American. That's
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Like, all of our American fans out there, that's for you.
Yeah, and so like everybody saw them, and it like cuts to Seth Rogen talking. And he's like, at this point, it'd be weird if he didn't do something weird. Oh, it's a great movie. It's a lot of really good comedy, and some good friendships were made. Some good friendships were ended.
All right, out of 5, what do you give it?
Don't give me the 5 stars. We're gonna do 10.
You know what? Do 11 stars, because fuck conventions.
There's not much I can actually like say anything wrong with that movie. It's just really fun. It's a really entertaining movie. I have to give it like out of 10. I give it an 8 just because it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's a movie that you just throw on and just laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those, like, it's a real movie, so, like, it's exciting. Like,
I'm tired of watching fake movies.
Exactly. Like, Hurricane Heist, am I right?
Don't start. Hurricane Heist. You know what I love?
Not yet. Say that to the end.
We're going to keep dribbling in, like, little bits of Hurricane Heist here and there. So
Drop. Hurricane nonstop.
That's right. This episode is sponsored by Hurricane Heist and Entertainment Pictures, which is like, why even call your company Entertainment?
You know what I hate at the end of episodes? They'll have that like weird production company that'll say like, not a doctor.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And like, why would you have that as your company? Like, there's like one at the end of like
That's isn't that Archer?
I think that's American Dad.
No, that's Hi, have a beautiful night.
Oh yeah. It's definitely one of those. I don't watch Archer, so it's definitely not Archer. But there's like one that's like at like the end of fucking Last Man on Earth. It's so weird. It's like these 2 kids with like missing teeth, and they say something really weird, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's just creepy.
Hitler did nothing wrong. It's like, whoa, what?
What'd you say?
Hitler did nothing wrong. I must have told
Hitler's in Argentina.
Oh fuck, man, oh man. That's that. That was all he did.
That was a weird pause that you just did right there.
I was waiting. I thought you were going to talk.
You had half a sentence and you stopped.
No, I didn't. I was
yes,
done.
you did.
I said, ha 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 ha.
No, and then you said, oh, this weird thing. And then I said something.
I said, that's a weird thing.
Oh, okay, so my apologies. My apologies.
New Orleans. New Orleans.
Yeah, just kind of watching Last Man on Earth, which I'll talk to you about in a bit. Watch Black Panther, which we'll talk about in a bit. Played UFC, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Nailed it.
What about you? Just trying to get a motherfucking scholarship.
Oh, fuck. Not much. Surprisingly.
That was my fault.
Nah, it's fine. Block your ears. What have I been up to? Nothing. Last Friday,
Also, Kevin Smith almost died.
yeah, I saw that actually. He had a heart attack.
Yeah, he had a massive heart attack.
Yeah, and he's just fucking in the hospital looking handsome as hell.
Yeah, he's just like, hi.
Stop.
Like, from a guy that almost died, you actually don't look half bad.
Yeah, like, get well.
Yeah.
Get well or shut up.
I think he's out of the hospital now, but, like, glad he's not dead. He's a pretty cool dude. And if he passed away, we would have never got... Well, he's still not made yet, so I don't
Clerks
know.
3?
Not Clerks 3, Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Oh.
That's what he's going to be working on soon. But he keeps getting pushed back. I remember him saying it was going to be in January, and I haven't heard fucking things from it, so...
Yeah, it's February, so... Well, it's
actually
March.
March.
Well, it's March, whatever. No, shut up. Don't. It's March. This will come out on March the...
March.
Bleep, 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 bleep. You almost poked me in the eye. I got scared for a second.
You right in the eye, John Jones, do you?
What have I been up to? Nothing. This is a funny story. We went over to my friend Kyle's house. Kyle, hi, how's it going? And
I know you're listening.
We were playing games and whatnot, and I started to have a few drinky drinks, and and we were playing Mario. And the rules of the game are if you die, you drink.
I drank,
but I wasn't dying. So, but I was just drinking anyway because I was like whatever. So then one of the rules was like, you can't move left. So I'm in the first castle, and I go all the way to the right, and I can't move left because the door's to the left. So I'm like, Michael just grabs the controller and he like moves me to the...
What happened to all the things that you owned? Like, that you put in a box? Where are they? Left.
What? Oh my god! What? I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Everything out in a box to the left. I was like, I didn't know what you're fucking talking about.
That was pretty intricate. It had a lot of moving parts.
So Michael picks up the controller, moves me to the left. He's like, you never said I couldn't move him to the left. And I was like, probably the most badass thing Michael's ever done. So we just fucking...
I've had some more better moments.
Take the compliment.
Yeah.
Also, this was just a hair in my bum. There was so then we decided Michael and I to take on the boss together. So Michael was moving.
That was so fucking hard.
We did it though. We fucking beat the shit out of him.
I had a heart attack the whole time. I was like, no, move, no.
Fucking murdered the shit out of him. But then the night progressed, and then I started to get more drunk, and I still wasn't dying. So we're in like World 5. So then Kyle's like, all right.
I'm better when I'm drunk.
You have to beat the levels ducking. You have to duck the whole time. So I'm playing all the levels while like ducking and like just jumping through the whole level. Oh, so we call it doing duckies and
dirty duckies.
Dirty duckies. So this Friday we're gonna try that again. We'll see what happens.
Are you going over to Kyle's tomorrow?
I might stop over, play some Mario, do some duckies.
Nice that you go over to his house more than you actually come over to my house.
When am I ever invited?
You're always invited.
Door's
always open.
I'm calling you out.
Door's always open.
Universe, speak to me. When's the last time Michael Bone invited me to his house?
Last week.
Hold on.
Last week for UFC.
Hold on.
Last week for UFC.
Yeah, Saturday. She's like, oh yeah, hold on, it's Sunday.
No, it was Saturday last week. And guess what? Saturday again this week. But no, you can stay home. I don't care.
I'm not going to stay home.
I don't care. You can just fucking...
I'm going on a road trip on Saturday.
I'm sure you are. To Casanova Frankenstein's house. Captain Amazing.
This is over. This interview is over. But aside from that, no. Just playing video games, which will obviously, like Michael said, go into some more detail in a hot minute here. But I've just been kind of like keeping quiet, honestly. Not doing much, working and grinding.
Hitting the grind.
Yeah, we've been working out a lot more than we usually have been, which is nice.
Well, latent to have any health concerns.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
not the ones I'm dealing with something, but I'm okay now.
We want to be healthy clams, right? Yeah. And fitness is
good and healthy, and it's good for the ticker.
Yeah, my heart's a good ticker, and I got a good picker.
We don't do this often, but I'm going to do it. Sports Minute.
Sports Minute.
Hot Sports Minute.
Give us the sports intro jingle.
All right, back to you, Tom.
And sports with Michael Bona.
Okay, so. In late news, John Jones, the fighter. John's Bones Jones.
Wait a minute, we talk about UFC all the time. This isn't sports.
Yeah, it's sports. Fighting is sports.
Sports.
So he had his... if anybody follows UFC, he has been on a suspension. He's been suspended again for having Turinabol in his system, which is an anabolic steroid. So awesome. It was very small dose, but it was still found, and he's been suspended for about a year now. He's got the title revoked from him. And so he finally faced the commission. I think it was a California commission. And so after his trial, which was absolutely ridiculous, he was... they gave him a $250,000 or a $250,000 fine and a suspension of his license until USADA figures out what they're doing with him. USADA is a drug company that tests all the UFC fighters. So after that, we'll figure out what happens with him, if it's going to be a 1-year suspension, if it's going to be a 2-year suspension, or if it's just going to be a fine. Probably won't just be a fine. It's probably going to be a suspension.
Can they ban him for life?
They could, but they won't.
How do you know?
Because they won't. This is a second offense. They won't ban him for life because he's a huge draw in the UFC, and it wasn't like it didn't seem intentional. It wasn't like he was taking it as a boost for the fight. It seems like he ate something that had something in it. So,
are there foods that we can eat that have that in it?
There's proteins because proteins and supplements because some companies mix batches with other like stuff that has certain chemicals that are steroids.
How do you avoid this as a fighter then? Because
it's hard because you have to get all your stuff. I think the thing is a lot of fighters don't get tested for this shit. Yeah. So there's obviously a way around it. He's just a fucking. I don't want to call him an idiot, but like, come on, there's a lot of fighters that are not doing this. He's just reckless what he's doing.
Yeah.
So.
I hear you.
So what happened there is, so they're going to figure out what happens to him. But yeah, for a fighter, he said he had all his stuff tested, and he has no idea where it came from. So he doesn't have a lot of, like, a big case. Like, like most fighters, like, this is what it, like, when they fight, it's like, here's the protein, test it, and they'll find out if there's anything in it.
Oh, that's what I meant, yeah. Like, how can they test prior to? They just, like, bring their shit to have it tested prior to?
Mm-hmm. And so, apparently he wrote down, like, 7 supplements he took, but he had, like, 10 supplements, checked, but it's like you didn't write down all this 10 supplements. Like they've kind of like bent him over. Like, he said a lot of stupid shit in the interview that he shouldn't have said. Or in the testimony.
It's almost like you don't have somebody like a PR person that like help you with that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he definitely does, but he's a reckless guy. He's crazy. He does a lot of cocaine. Loves cocaine. And
that's not allowed. Yeah. You know? You can do as much coke as you want to. You can do a line before you start.
Watch out what they cut it with.
Fuck.
Yeah. Because they actually do. Well, I don't know this, but I've heard that like they cut like cocaine with like protein powder or creatine, like stuff that's like a white powder. So I don't know, but it's a possibility. But who knows? Crazy world. But yeah, and then so this weekend, it won't be this weekend. I don't know what's happening next weekend, but the fights that are going to be happening for us this weekend, which will be last weekend for you folks out there in radio
just
world,
missed it. You just missed it.
Will be Chris Cyborg versus something Kunakayas. Some of these names are absolutely insane, but it looks like the high favors for Cyborg.
Because she is half cyborg, half human.
She also has not lost a fight since, I think, 2005.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's insane.
Are they all by knockout, or is it just like go in the distance?
I don't know. I've not paid too much attention to her career. And Frankie Edgar versus Brian Ortega, whoever wins that fight will get the title shot. It was supposed to be a title shot, but Max Holloway got injured, and Frankie Edgar's like, I'll fight anybody. Connor says that he threw his hat in the ring.
No.
Yeah, he says he did, and they're like getting tickets to go fly out and stuff like that. But Connor said that like a week ago.
Yeah.
But he was looking, like Frankie Edgar was looking for a fight like 3 months or like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And he didn't say anything then. So he's just like, all he's doing is keep himself in the news. That's all he's doing. He's trying to stay relevant, because when you stay relevant, guess what? People are talking about you.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you come back...
at this point, he really hasn't done much since Mayweather.
Yeah. No, exactly. He hasn't literally done anything. And
honestly, he doesn't really...
He tweets out stupid shit all the time to try to keep him relevant. But it's funny, because I was listening to an interview, and somebody asked Frankie Edgar about that question, like, oh, somebody, like... He's like, yeah, well, he hasn't done anything in a while. He's like, yeah, he hasn't fought in, like... Over like a year, and that's like a billion trillion years in fighting. It was just funny how she like said it was like the sport moves fast, and like you get lost if you're not in the limelight. And I was like, yeah, you're not. Like, I haven't really seen anybody like put it that way, but it's true. There's like obvious, like there's constant.
Because right now he's on top, right? And if Conor goes in the ring again, starts losing fight after fight after fight,
it's gonna be bad.
He's
for
done.
him.
He's gonna be done.
And like when he's going back to the division, that it wasn't like that when he was there. It's changed a lot since he left.
Yeah.
There's some, like, really serious fucking killers in that division that, like, aren't... Like, his weakness is, like, ground, and these guys are ground.
Good on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's their bread and butter, so it's going to be hard for him. I think it's going to be tough. I think Conor McGregor, when he comes back, he's going to try and pick his own fights. Easy fights.
Yeah.
That are stylistically good for him.
Going to yield a result that'll suit his fighting style.
Yeah. But it's like, why would he want to fight Frankie Edgar when he's not even defending his own belt?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
He's not going to just fight some random person.
That's what he wanted, because he knew that if he fought Frankie Edgar, there's a good chance that he can beat him.
Yeah.
Because Frankie Edgar's a stand-up and punch kind of guy.
Yeah.
And, well, like, he is a wrestler too, but, like, he's going to stand up and try to punch with you. So, like, instead of going after, fucking, what's his name? The two guys, Tony Ferguson and, who's a ground fighter, and then he's fighting... For some reason, I can't remember the other guy's name.
Troy Bolton from High School Musical.
Exactly. The guy's just a fucking maniac, so...
But that's like their main strength is on the ground. Though,
exactly.
Right?
So it's going to be a really good fight, and then figure out what... I think Connor's going to make an appearance there because he's a spectacle kind of guy, you know? He always wants to...
Oh, look who I am! Yeah. I challenge Nate Diaz!
Yeah. Again! That's probably the smartest fight for him, instead of defending his belt, which we'll see what... Like, instead of, like, getting the right person to fight him.
I think they'll hold out. Let Conor fight a few more fights, and if
Khabib. His name's Khabib. Sorry. Tony Ferguson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov.
I would not...
Right?
Spell that out for me.
Nope. But, yeah, so that's happening... last weekend, so...
You just missed it. That's that guy?
No. I just wanted to do that for you.
Damn it.
But yeah, that's your UFC 5 minutes.
Yeah. Now back to news with Michael and Brendan. That was a sports minute with a sports jiddit.
Okay, so let me talk about Fart Night versus Kabaji. Fortnite versus PUBG.
I enjoy farting on nights, Sunday evenings. So for the first time in my life, I found a game that I liked.
The liar.
That's a lie. I got into PUBG. I'm not a PUBG guy. I wasn't a big PUBG guy. I didn't really dig it when I first saw it. And honestly, PUBG and Fortnite are the kind of games that you got to play to like.
The thing is, you gotta have friends for those games too. They're not super fun games to do by yourself.
They're rewarding. If you can win by yourself, that's rewarding. But I will admit, I only really like playing in pairs.
Do you play a lot when Chelsea?
I've never played by myself. That's not true. I played by myself like twice, and I'm just like, it's
not
boring.
fun, right? Yeah.
I enjoy.
It's like Friday the 13th. It's not fun if you don't have a group of friends to play with.
Exactly. So basically, the whole situation is, if you're listening, I don't really play on PC. I play on Xbox, which believe it or not, it actually makes quite the difference. Apparently, like the PC version is like a whole but
they usually are.
But we were it's basically 1 versus 100 or 2 versus 50 teams of 2, and last team surviving wins.
Mm-hmm.
You run around
it's like a Hunger Games type of thing.
Exactly.
It's all free
Pick
for
up
all.
weapons, shoot vehicles.
You got a big map, and then the map gets smaller. So if you're on the outskirts, you die. So you have to always stay on you have to keep moving with the map, which makes you get into closer quarters with people. So it's like a lot more. It gets more dangerous as the game goes on.
And up until last night, or 4 days ago, if you want to get technical, we had never played Fortnite. We only had played PUBG, and it's a lot. It is great fun. Like you'll like I said, like you'll be like a fucking Mad Max. You're like both in jeeps, and you're just dog fighting in like cars and shit. And you like jump out of the car and you start fucking just shotgunning people. And then like your partner gets down, so then you both hide behind the jeep and you start fucking like mucking people as they're coming at you.
I ain't leaving you.
Healing your partner up real quick because it takes like 10 seconds to heal. But last night I had downloaded Fortnite because I was gonna play it, but I never got around to it. So Chelsea's like, "Yo, like let's fucking play Fortnite." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Pop it in. Stylistically, it's just much sexier. It's all cartoony looking.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's smoother, so it doesn't have to. It's not trying to run high res graphics.
Mm-hmm.
And you pop it, and the map's actually smaller right off the bat. It's not as big as PUBG because a lot of time in PUBG you'll be just running to get to the circle, which takes a long time. If you have a vehicle, you're probably gonna die.
That sucks.
But the thing they added to this was you can build stuff. So you can basically
weapons and
you start off with a pickaxe, and you can like just smash anything that's around you and pick up like the materials that it drops. So you can also like pick up weapons and shit. So you'll
have like a map that closes, or
it's exactly like PUBG in that aspect. Like the map starts to like get smaller and smaller. So you smash like weapons and shit around you. Then you pick up the material, and then like let's say someone's like fighting you, so then you just build a wall in front of you, right? But it doesn't last like for like 3 or 4 hits and it's done. Mm-hmm. So like you can like build a wall, then build stairs, and like you can like climb up and like do kind of cool shit like that. So we're walking across this mountain, and there's like a mountain to mountain. I'm like, fuck it, let's just build a bridge across. So we're running across on the bridge. We start getting like sniped. I'm like, this is a fucking stupid idea. Because people just like can just see us building a bridge as we're going. And I'm like, yeah, this is a pretty dumb idea.
You're building a bridge?
Yeah, so like as we're running across the mountain, I'm just like throwing down like planks, and we're just running on the planks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But it takes like a whole other kind of like element to it where you have to like strategically think like, oh fuck, someone's coming, so like you can like throw up a few walls to like guard Chelsea while she like reloads her weapon, and then like you build some stairs to go like around a mountain while they like come through this way, and you can build traps and shit. Like it's actually pretty fucking cool. So we're playing it, and we like immediately like the first 4 games like died just like that. Like we're killed right the fuck away. It's like, alright, that was pretty fucking shitty.
Learning curve a bit.
Oh fuck yeah. Like because playing PUBG you just jump in, and then like by the time you land, because the map's so big you can land like and not be close to anybody. Exactly. But in like when you're playing Fortnite, when you land on the map, like you're close to somebody, so you're fucking running for materials and you're building shit right away. Like it's action right the fuck away.
It's gonna stop.
But it's pretty cool. Like so, I'm kind of thinking like, which one do I like more, Fortnite or PUBG? I'm really digging both. But the cool thing is, PUBG is $30. Fortnite's absolutely free. Yeah,
so right there, like, obviously, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to start with Fortnite first because it's a free game.
Well, the whole reason I bought PUBG was, like, Chelsea's like, yeah, I'm playing PUBG. And I'm like, oh, like, fuck, what do you think? She's like, it's actually, like, a ton of fun. I'm like, all right, fuck, $30, I'll buy it.
You're like, a ton of fun? That's a lot.
Yeah. I've honestly played about, like, 30 hours of it already. Like, I've got my time out of, like, PUBG. Like, and the thing is, like, it's in closed beta right now. So, like, you buy PUBG for $30, when it releases at full price, you're going to get the full game. Like, you don't have to pay anything else.
That's cool. That's really cool.
But in Fortnite, you can actually like buy characters and buy like that's how they make their money. Like if you want, you can like buy like in-game currency and like buy stuff. But like the weapons and shit, like you can't pay for better weapons and start off with guns and shit and just like demolish right away. Like that's not how it is. So it's pretty balanced. It's pretty
That's what
fun.
I always didn't really like about like Call of Duty. It was like the better you get, the better guns you get.
Yeah.
So when you just start off, you're getting massacred by people with huge fucking weapons. It's like, well, this isn't fucking awesome.
Yeah, COD's hard. It's not fun.
No, especially when you're okay at it, because then you're just getting the shit kicked out of you by fucking 12-year-old kids that have nothing better to do.
Yeah, I remember.
You're not my dad!
I can say that I've never actually prestiged in Call of Duty.
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
I've gotten like high level. And I'm like, I don't want to start from scratch again. Fuck that noise. And about that life. But yeah, if you haven't, honestly, if you have an Xbox or it's on PlayStation as well, obviously it's on PC. Download Fortnite. It's a hell of a good time. If you have friends, honestly, I can't even imagine playing that game by myself. It would totally fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, it's a great, like I said,
It's just, the excitement's gone when you have nobody to play with, right?
That's the thing, like, we literally build a party, like, just like Chelsea and I, like, and I can imagine, like, if you joined in or our fourth person joined in, like, we just literally, like, all call each other and just communicate. We'd fucking wreck house. But the cool thing about fucking Fortnite is when you die, you can spectate the person who killed you.
Oh, okay,
so you can watch what they do. So we were like, all right, well, let's learn. Let's watch this guy play. So
how he got down.
So we were watching this one guy. So we go into this forest, and this two guys, like these partners, kill us right away. So we're watching them, and then this guy kills both of them. So then we're both spectating the guy that killed them, and that guy actually won the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
so you got to see how he did it.
Yeah, it was sick. At the end, they're literally just building forts like up into the sky and stuff, and then like they're like shooting each other. So then at the end of the game, like when the circle's really small and it's getting smaller and smaller, what they do is they drop a bunch of like crates in like that small circle with like fucking grenade launchers and like heavy artillery. So just fucking
massacre.
It's brutal. It's so sick.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Sick game. Check it out. 5 stars. I'm digging it. It's really fucking sick.
On to UFC 3, which I've been playing a lot of lately. It's another.
This is fucking
game.
Current. UFC 3 just came out.
Yeah. I was actually in the beta testing phase with this game. UFC Dana called me right up on the phone. He's like, Mike, I need you to test this. Michael, I need to test this game. Conor McGregor needs you. The UFC needs you. The nation needs you. And I'm like,
what are you gonna do? Say no?
And I'm like getting out of like the bed with like out of my $1 million mansion with my like my model girlfriend and stuff like that. So I'm like, no man, I got the Bugatti in the driveway right now, and I gotta go shoot a movie with The Rock. I'm kind of busy.
But Michael, listen. I need an exception, buddy. We've been through, we've lived lives together. We've seen Brooklyn at its worst. We've seen Boston at its finest. Michael, I need a favor from you, my best friend in the whole wide world.
He's like, you remember what I told you last Christmas? And I was like,
yeah,
that I'd be UFC champion. He's like, yeah, this your win, boy. So next week I'm fighting.
I got you a golden ticket, boy. And then Dana White hand-delivered a signed copy of UFC 3 to my house, and I'm playing it now.
Exactly. So,
if we play UFC 3 on the show, can we make that like a soft intro where we just do like a quick phone call between Dana and you?
Yes, we can.
You're playing Dana White, though.
Yeah, I'll have to call Dana White and get him on the phone. So the game is all about being the GOAT of the UFC. So being the greatest of all time.
Bang, bang, bang.
So you start off in, like, you make your character like any other sports. Well, not sports.
Any game.
The game you build your fighter, like all the other UFC games prior. You build your fighter, you figure out like what stats you or like what like style he is and kind of stuff like that. So then you start off in try to remember, I think it's like the WFN. Something
really
like
fucking neat.
Yeah. What? There was no R in there.
Oh, W was like what's spelled with a W. Really?
Rally.
Really.
So you start there and you have like a first couple fights and then you get like called up to go to the UFC, and then you're like ranked like 30th or something like that. So then the thing about the fighting style, if the last game was there's like a huge learning curve. So it's not like in the last one you could throw as many head kicks and punches and shit like that, put like combinations like crazy together really fast. This one takes a lot more stamina with punches.
Yeah. So
like if you throw like 3 hooks and the guy blocked them all, you're fucking gassed. Like, so you have to like
smoke break.
Exactly.
Time out.
Just like have like basically like ease off the gas and like relax your fighter and get your stamina back up. What I've noticed is that normal mode is fucking hard. It's such a hard game. Like if you just have it on normal, it's almost impossible to fight some of these guys. You're playing each fight at least 6 or 7 times before you can beat these people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like there's like camps you can go to. You could pay for your camp, which is like a UFC fighter. Like if you're UFC, you have a camp that you train for the fight. So And then, like, you pay, like, the good camps are really, really expensive, and, like, the shitty camps are, like, pretty cheap. So, obviously, you start off with the shitty camps.
Work your way up.
Exactly. And so then, like, every time you, like, there's awards you get to become the greatest of all time. So, you need, like, four like, awards for, like, physical stuff, and then 4 promotional stuff. So, like, for the physical stuff, it's, like, how, like, you need 20 knockouts. You need 12 title defenses. You need stuff like that. And then, like, promotional, it's like you need 6 million pay-per-view buys. You need 5 million fans, stuff like that. So, like, once you get, like, you get 4 like, the fight, and then, like, 2 of the promotional, you become the greatest of all time. I have accomplished that. I am the greatest of all time.
Of course.
Well,
Dana White said you could.
For a while, I changed it to beginner because it was just so fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I started just getting angry at the game. Like, I don't want to play a game that I'm constantly pissed off at.
Yeah.
So when I changed it to beginner, it was like a lot of people just kind of kept their hands down, just let you kind of beat the shit out of them.
Well, that's not fun.
Yeah, it's just like, well, what the fuck? Like, hard or like normal is like should be expert.
Yeah. And
then beginner is beginner.
Is there a hard mode?
There is, which I wouldn't even. Dude. Like, let me put it this way: I'm fighting Francis Ngannou. 2 punches knocked me on my ass. 2 punches. He hits me once with a jab and then once with an overhand, and I'm on my ass. Like, instantly rocked. That's like this. And I'm on my ass, like, super fast. It's like, so if I put my hands down for a minute or I try to punch him, I'm usually getting knocked on my ass. And if he does, like, 3 times, you're knocked out. And then, like, I'll rock him, like, 6 times, knock him on his ass, you'll get back up and knock me out. I'm like, I don't know, whatever.
Much what I assume, like, actually fighting the real David Negreanu's like...
Yeah.
Daniel
Negreanu. But out of 5 stars, I give it a 3. I think there's
room for improvement.
Exactly. I think there's a lot of room for improvement. One thing I really didn't like about the game is when they promoted this game, they did like a lot of press conferences. They showed you press conferences.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a big part of the game. Like, you can go to your own press conference and say, like, what, like, the guy's gonna say something and you get to say something back to him,
like a
kind
quick
of thing.
time, like pick a button and say
something
exactly.
Yeah. Say something witty, like "fuck you," or like say something like "yeah, well, I'll see you in the cage," stuff like that. None of that at all.
Oh, you know, it'd be sick. You know that, like, you know when they like square up for like the pictures and the photos of the thing. If you could just fucking strike him and
see how aggressive you are, kind of thing.
Fuck,
it's happened.
That they fought right there.
Yeah, John Jones and Daniel Cormier.
Did they actually?
Yeah,
they exchanged blows.
He went like this. And
I
put
saw
his fucking,
that.
Like, fist right on his chin, and he fucking like threw him, and then like they actually fought, ripped the banner down and stuff like that. I
think you showed me that. Yeah, that does sound really familiar.
It's pretty crazy.
It's probably like they go like to their beach house on like Thursdays and like hang out and get drunk together.
Bye, we made out some money.
We're rich.
But that's why I hated the Conor and Floyd stuff. Looking back at it now, it's so
annoying.
Fake.
Yeah,
it's so fucking fake.
Yeah,
it's just like I was listening to some of it today of like of Floyd Mayweather's trash talking, and it's so scripted.
Yeah,
he's like, "You tapped, no, you quitters don't, or quitters tap. What the fuck is that shit?" And he just kept saying, "It's like, shut up." Like, it's a different like game altogether. You're in boxing. Nobody's trying to submit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I don't
some would say boxing is the ultimate game of submission. I don't know.
But
do you think UFC went for like the UFC 3 went for like more of like a realistic approach?
I think so.
Where like if you were to step in a ring and train your character, you fight these people.
It's not going to be easy. Yeah, it's going to be like hard. But like, there's a point where a game's too hard.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, we understand. Like NBA sports, like I'm not expecting it to be fucking stupidly hard. Like, I'm not expecting to go and dribble the ball and get immediately stolen. Because if I went on the court, I would get mocked.
No contest. Also, if you went on the court, even if I went on the court, we're short dudes compared to, like, real basketball players. Exactly.
And it's like, I'm going and the basketball gone. And it was like, fuck me, right?
Even a real basketball court is actually pretty long.
I'll make it a couple times.
If we're doing, like, the beep test, I'm getting, like, halfway. I'm like, honestly, can I just do a half
beep shot? Test sucked. But, out of 5, I gave it a 3. I think there's room for improvement, but there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Like, fighters will message you before fights, like, over Twitter, and you get to kind of react. But the thing is, what kind of sucks is, like, when you react negatively, like, someone will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna, like, whoop your ass," and you're like,
see you then, buddy.
You could say something, well, you could say that, and that's not really negative, but, like, you say something, like, back to them, be like, "You're a paper champion," shit like that, you lose fans.
Oh, really?
And it's like, like Conor McGregor only gains fan when he says shit like that. Like he doesn't lose fans.
This isn't realistic.
People aren't like, oh my god, really? As
Wow.
if Conor just said that guy was a paper champion. Unfollow. Like, no.
I want to see what that fucker's saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you get more fans. That's why
If anything, it should be the opposite. Like,
yeah, because that's why everybody in the fucking fight game's trying to be
Conor.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't say this yet, but there's this guy named Kobe Covington. Like I told you, but there's a guy named Kobe Covington in UFC. So he's trying to be a bad boy. Like he's just a fucking wiener. So he's just a wiener. So he's trying to be the Conor. He's trying to get that. So he was talking shit to Fabricio Werdum, or he was talking shit about Brazil. Like, oh, you guys are disgusting.
Wow.
And like Brazil loves fighting. They take pride in their country. And so
Brazil takes pride in everything, dude.
So Fabricio Werdum's from Brazil, and he like they're outside like an event, and like they start like talking shit back, and then Fabricio Werdum throws a fucking what's it called, a boomerang, and hits him in the head, and then he punches him in the face, and then so Kobe Covington sues him, but then he's still on the whole tirade that I'm such a badass, and it's like you're not a badass, you just sued somebody because you're talking too much shit, and you should just shut your fucking mouth. And so then he went back on Twitter because Mike Perry had a fight, and his girlfriend was like kind of in his corner, like she was behind him, and he commented on Twitter like I don't know the exact quote, but it's like don't have your horse face ratchet ass girlfriend in your corner.
Oh fuck!
And he's like, but what do I expect from cousins fucking something like that, like something really fucking.
That's personal, dude.
Yeah, and it was just like. It's like, you're so badass. It's like, no, you're just a fucking loser. Like, you're just a wiener. And then Kamaru Usman was just like, kind of like came to like Mike Perry, not like to Mike Perry's rescue, but he tweeted him basically like, it's like, why don't you shut the fuck up and get in the cage with me, pussy? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
That's fucked. Yo, here's a fact of life. If someone throws a fucking boomerang at you, you're fucking with the wrong person. He can throw a boomerang.
That's why Brendan always carries a boomerang with him.
Yo,
bitch, you fucking with the wrong person.
Did I ever tell you at the time my mom told me that boomerangs were one of her fears?
Yes, you did.
Holy fuck. When a grown woman tells you that, like, yo, like, I'm legitimately afraid of boomerangs. I'm like, what are you... Like, aside from, like, getting booped by a boomerang, like, she's like, yeah, but, like, it'll, like, come really fast, and then what? Cut your fucking head off? It's a piece of wood, you idiot! It's gonna hit
She's
you!
legitimately afraid of boomerangs?
Yeah,
like, even in stores, seeing them, she gets, like, kind of creepy, or just people carrying
we don't really
boomerangs.
see a lot of boomerangs here in the...
Exactly.
But, like...
If you go to a buck store, you're gonna see a boomerang.
That's what I'm like... First of all, someone throwing a boomerang accurately, like, just in general, pretty fucking amazing.
Oh my God.
I've thrown a boomerang, and it has never fucking come back.
They don't come back. It's impossible.
It's like throwing a ball and things...
There's no way boomerangs come back. It's fucking fake news.
They do come back!
Hashtag fake news.
Michael boycotts Australia. No, but then I'm like, that's what I'm saying, like, what do you... Like, worst case, it's like someone throwing a ball at you. It hits you, then it falls on the ground. Like, who gives a shit?
Boomerangs are actually weapons.
They don't kill people!
They're weapons!
They're not!
They are, but they're supposed to be, like, sharp and shit. So when you whip them, they actually fucking cut. You use them against animals and stuff.
But how are you gonna throw it if the whole thing's
I don't
a razor?
know how to throw it.
Imagine holding a fucking...
I don't know, Brendan. I'm not from Australia.
Australia, if you're out there listening, can you tell us how boomerangs work? I don't know how they work.
Thank you. P.S. I love you.
Oh, fuck. But that's the thing, like, that's a fucking... Like you said, he's a wiener. I love when people call people wieners.
But I guess that's helping hype his fight, because we're talking about it, right? And that's all he's trying to do. But apparently, like, Tyrone Woodley came out and he's like, I know you have somebody... He's like, all this shit's scripted. I know who fucking writes your shit. I'm not going to say it, but I know who does it. And, like, watch your mouth, because he's like, Mike Perry's an actual gangster. He will fucking kill you, basically.
You say he won his fight, too, eh? Mike Perry?
No, he lost his fight. It was really shitty.
Gangster or what? Alright.
Getting punched in the face. But next subject.
Moving up from
talk
getting punched
about
in the face.
Movies and TV
yes,
shows.
Michael. I have a question for you.
Throw it out.
What movies?
Come back.
Just like a boomerang. Favorite kind of drink that you make with powder?
Cocaine. Cocaine.
Christmas. Okay. I like that. Cocaine Christmas.
Yeah, it's actually a song by Dance Gavin Dance.
Okay, Cocaine Christmas. I dig it. All right, Michael. Movies. What have you seen recently in or around a theater?
I watched Black Panther.
Woo!
That's a big thing right now, everybody. It's breaking box office records.
Is it really? Actually,
it is actually. Yeah.
Fuck, what movie doesn't? It's like the bar's so fucking low. Every movie breaks records.
I know.
Shut the fuck up with records, movie critics. Oh my god, it's changing the fucking face of cinema. No, it's fucking not, bro.
Is it crazy that like comic book movies are just breaking records now?
Fuck. That movie with Benedict Cumberbatch where he's like reads radios and shit broke records. Like,
he's like putting plugs and stuff.
Yeah, the operator.
Imitation Game.
That's what it was. Wow,
something like that.
That's actually what it was called, Imitation Game.
So Black Panther. So I don't want to spoil too much because I know you haven't seen it.
Spoiler free.
Spoiler free, okay.
Favorite part, least favorite part, no spoilers.
Okay, favorite part in that movie, 100% Michael B. Jordan. The dude's a fucking thug in that movie. He's so fucking cool. And every time he's on screen, there's this cool beat that drops. Like, I don't know how to do it. But it's fucking, and he's so cool. They did, like, the wardrobe they did for this guy, you couldn't have done it any cooler.
Yeah.
He, like, there's, like, one part where he's just wearing this, like, okay, so, like, the costume is now within a necklace. It's made of vibranium that releases the suit upon the body. So he wears the necklace and just a fur coat, like a thug.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, you're cool. And he's like jacked as shit.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like if you're like a little pudgy guy putting the suit on, like it just cuts fat right off and gives you a six pack.
Exactly. What's my least favorite part? Fuck.
Put you on the spot here, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, no.
Come on,
it's a really good movie. That's the thing. Like, it's hard to find
pick a bad spot.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to kind of pick.
Pikachu.
I'm trying to think. There's not too much I can say without saying something about the movie.
All right, so there's some needs for improvement, but however, it is detrimental to the story. Do you think it? How long is the movie roughly? 2.5 hours.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay. For the 2 hours and 15 minutes, do you think it does well telling the story?
100%. I'd have to say it's probably the best Marvel movie that they've done in a long time.
All right. And this is coming from Ragnarok, which you said was probably your favorite Marvel movie to date.
Definitely one of them, because it's... But the thing about the Ragnarok, there is problems with it.
Yes.
The villain is completely useless in that entire movie.
Agreed.
Kate Blanchett is not even really in that movie. It's complete plot. But it's like...
Yeah, you know what? You're right, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. That's not even like the main part of the movie.
It's not the main part of the movie. The whole main part is that fucking junk planet throne, which is like... It's like, so you have this villain, which they hyped up in the trailer. She's on the poster.
Yeah.
And she's barely in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like...
That's weird. Yeah.
You know, it was like...
Good movie.
Exactly. But it's like, there's stuff you could take out of that movie and it's still...
Be a great movie.
Exactly. Where it's like... In Black Panther, everything worked... Like, it flows perfectly together. Yeah. It's not throwing, like... Easter eggs down your throat constantly. Like Iron Man doesn't just show up and it's like, because like,
look, there's a shield in the background.
Exactly. It's like it's not like without Spider. Like if there's no Iron Man, there's no Spider Man. Technically, right?
It's a nice little digest.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like completely on its own. There is like an after credit scene that involves one of the Avengers. I won't say who because you will enjoy the after credit scene. But it flows really, really well. It's got a lot of African culture in it because Wakanda's in Africa. It's really cool. It's got a really nice mythos.
But is Wakanda really in Africa?
It is.
Is it actually a real place? You looked it
up?
No.
No. It's not a real place. Okay. It's just in the Marvel universe.
Okay,
it's in Africa. Wakanda is real. Wakanda forever.
Water is not wet.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Fuck.
Chad. I can't remember the guy's last name.
Warwick.
Chad Bosley or something like that.
Warwick was close. Don't be an asshole.
You're close enough. He's, as Black Panther, he's obviously awesome. He was really good in Civil War. He's even better in this. They have this amazing afterlife scene where, like, when you become Black Panther, when you become the King of Wakanda, you have to take the Black Panther serum, which basically knocks you out and sends you to the afterlife so you can talk to, like,
your elders.
Your elders that have passed on. And it's absolutely beautiful. Like, you have, like, this really nice purpley blue sky, and there's, like, really nice trees and stuff like that. Like, it's really, like, a beautifully looking movie.
That's good.
And they do, like, a lot to establish, like, African culture, which I like. So it's, like, you get, like, a breath of fresh air of not just, like, this is what white people want black people in Africa to look like. It's, like... No, like, this is their culture. You get, like, some of it seems like when you're watching the movie, you're gonna kind of giggle because like some of their stuff seems very weird to us. Like there's like when they do stuff, they'll do like chants and stuff like like stuff like that, like kind of like doing like music, like but like making like those type of rhythmic sounds with their mouths, and just try to do like shoulder shrugs and kind of stuff like that. So it's kind of just like
which might seem like wacky and weird,
exactly.
To like us, but like
and they have like the lip disc.
Oh yeah, those are sick.
Yeah, they have like that, and they have like definitely like really like African like garb, like wear and stuff like that. But it looks like really beautiful. You get like an inside look at that culture. There's a couple like issues that you kind of feel with that movie. It's like, okay, Africa's quite the poor country, but why do you have like such a rich like Wakanda is like rich and beautiful and it's flourishing, it's got these amazing weapons, but the rest of the country is poor, and like why is that type of thing? They do address that in the movie, so like by the end of the movie there's like everything's kind of tied up in a nice little bow.
That's nice.
It's a really good Marvel movie. I think like the thing is, alone it stands out. Like it doesn't.
You can enjoy it as a single.
Exactly.
Like you don't have to like watch.
You don't need to watch the fucking 9,000 movies that they put out to understand what's going on in
this film. Is this the last movie before Infinity War?
I believe so. Yes. Infinity War comes out in April.
Ant-Man? Is there an Ant-Man 2 coming up between now and then?
Ant-Man and Wasp. Oh, I don't know when that's coming out. It'd have to be this month then, though.
No, I don't think it is.
No. Okay, then it probably won't be. Or then it has to be early next month.
Yeah.
If it is, we'll have to
and that'd be weird for them to drop 2 big movies in the same month.
Yeah, exactly. But like, how many movies are they dropping this year, right?
Ragnarok came out in what was that? Fucking whatever month. Just fucking
irregular
November. Movie. It was in November. It came out in November. That's what it was.
Regular
it came to me just now in this hot second.
What came out in November?
Ragnarok came out in November.
Oh yes,
I remember it.
Correcto de Mungo.
That's a little whiles away from November to fucking February.
Oh yeah, that's a good like window for a
little
months.
Jump.
But then you got like the movie in for like 3 months or like 2 months roughly.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jumanji and you just don't leave the theaters.
Oh fuck! Ragnarok didn't leave the theater for a while either.
Yeah, Jumanji's still in theaters, dude. It's not going home.
Bye.
Take your basketball and go home.
We can afford our.
You don't get. You don't want to put the back on. Like,
I'm gonna say it 6 more times. AVX, big old theater. I saw like it was like a video. It was like Kevin Hart gets real, and he starts like talking. I'm like, shut the fuck up with
Kevin Hart does not get real.
Your millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Money doesn't make you happy. That's why I don't spend my money exuberantly.
How much are your pants that you're wearing right now? Let me just ask that question.
More than you make in 6 years.
Probably.
Correct.
Yeah, so Black Panther, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a really fun movie. It's a really great movie. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, what made the movie the most for me was Michael B. Jordan, because I think he was really cool.
Doggin.
Exactly. And he had like a really good story behind him as well. Which
He's the villain, right?
He is the villain, correct.
Cool.
But yeah, check it out. Brendan, what have you seen lately?
Oh god.
Full Metal.
That's the one. I was like
Fulacally.
They released a new movie for Full Metal Alchemist, but it's not anime. It's
a live action theater.
Full Metal Alchemist, the play, all done in Irish.
You're a robot and I'm a man. You're my brother, but you're also a tin can. That's actually pretty good.
I like that. That was nice.
Thank you.
Everyone, that's ours. You fucking take that. You give us credit.
Yeah.
I said it before.
And $10 million.
Preferably. And they're using it.
God damn it.
No, but yeah, they made a live action Full Metal Alchemist, and it was actually really good.
It's all in Japanese, though.
It's all in Japanese, so if you don't mind reading a little bit, you might actually enjoy it. However...
Depends on how fast you can fucking read, though.
I honestly never really find subtitles to be that fast.
The thing is, I like watching the movie. I don't like looking down. So I feel like when I'm reading down here, I'm missing what's going on the screen.
I literally can do both. I'm doing like...
Impossible!
I do this. I kind of just like do this and then periph read them.
Brennan does not know what's going on in the movie.
I kind of just phase out and then kind of lie about the movie when it's all done. What'd you think? I really loved it.
Great.
10 out of 10. May see again. No, it's but the only problem I have with it is it's like fucking 3 hours long.
Yeah. Oh, fuck!
Like, hurry up!
Movie.
Literally
Did they go through the first season?
No, they. I don't know if they're gonna make a second movie. They kind of do the whole story. And I say kinda because they leave shit out, but throughout the whole movie they leave shit out, which is fine. Like,
so they kind of wrap up to the end of the show.
They basically tell their own story.
Oh, okay.
Using the character,
kind of like the Death Note type of thing.
Yeah, they
do their own kind of.
Most of it's accurate to like the actual like anime.
The movie, remember?
They do a lot right. Like, you know what I mean, like they do like a lot of like the story right, like arcs are right, but they like I wouldn't even call it filler content because a lot of the stuff they leave out is like really good shit. Like, but they kind of just do their own thing, and I want it to be like.
Did it bug you, or were you happy because you got to see it kind of like a different take on it?
Man, see, that's the thing.
That's like great at like adaptions. It's like okay to make your own.
Even the Death Note movie got shit on really hard by like it's not Death Note. It's like it's a good movie. Yeah, it's not Death Note. That's the thing. Like it's not the anime you watched. It's not the manga you read.
The thing is, I find it's really hard for people to have animes to come to live action because people are so critical with animes.
You want to see the cool thing is at the end. In the credits, it showed Square Enix, which is the company that makes Final Fantasy. I'm like, did they make this?
How was it received?
I honestly don't know. From what I've heard, everyone that I've said, like, oh, they made a Full Metal Alchemist live action, they're like, oh, gross. And I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Like,
so they don't even want to, like, there's like, oh, because they've been, like, so distasteful with so many live action.
Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of the live actions you see are English. Like, it's like Death Note.
It's the Western version of it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just like to see new things come out for new things. Because, like, Full Metal Alchemist has...
It's not going to ruin the content you've already loved, right?
Yeah,
like, if they're going to make a Dragon Ball Z movie, I'm still going to watch it regardless if it's trash or not.
Because the worst case, it's bad movie, and haha, bad movie.
Yeah.
Best case, holy fuck, they made a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. And then hopefully
it's win-win, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to damage what you already love.
Even, look for example, look at the Star Wars original trilogy.
Exactly.
Dumb. But like it's like whatever, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're still
not the original trilogy. I mean the like the prequels, like kind of like dumb. But then like
they don't harm anything. Like it's not like I look at Star Wars in a completely different way now. It's like no, like
even
if you don't like the movies, it's like
Last
you
Jedi
still have the other movies to enjoy. Yeah. Like Last Jedi is not going to ruin Empire Strikes Back. No. You know, well they should have done what Empire Strikes Back did. Like no, it's a completely different movie. Don't copy another movie.
No. There's a lot of
franchise.
There's a lot that I liked about Last Jedi. There's a lot that I didn't like about Last Jedi.
There's a little minimum of what you liked about the Last Jedi. Let's be honest. Don't.
I never thought I'd actually hate a movie more than Rogue One. Going into that, I didn't.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd hate a movie more than I hate Seed of Chucky. And I was talking to Brock the other day about it, and I was like, "Man, do I ever hate it?" And he's like, "You're being really harsh on that movie," and I'm like. Or he's like, no, like you're not giving it a fair chance. I'm like, no, like the movie didn't give me or something. He said something. I just like stood back and he's like, well, like those Jason movies, those are dumb. And I'm like, I go into watching Jason movies for murder. I get murder. I'm happy. Yeah. I don't expect an intricate plotline with great characters in a dynamic universe that's gonna make me fall in love with these characters.
Kill somebody, thumbs up.
Look cool and kill people. I'm happy. That's what I know. What I'm
Show me some fucking tits.
Exactly.
I want to see teenagers fucking in a forest and then get cut in half with a chainsaw.
I'm not gonna freak out on fucking Insidious 4 because I know it's Insidious 4 of the fucking series. And you know what? I'm not gonna be, oh my god, that movie sucks. Because I know, well, guess what?
It's probably gonna suck.
Yeah. It's probably gonna suck, but I'll get a couple cool scares out of it, which I did. And I'm like, I'm not harping on it. I won't watch it again, but whatever.
Might watch it again in 5 years, visit it again. And that's what I might do. I wanted to watch Last Jedi like right away after to see it like again. I'm gonna let it sit for a while, man. I'm gonna go back and...
maybe let it sit for escape your mind.
Forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I might watch it if I see it on Netflix one night. No, I won't. That's too much.
It is a long movie. It is an actual long movie. That's the thing I'm thinking of
because like I haven't even visited Force Awakens and I didn't mind that movie.
Yeah, and that's also a long movie.
They're just long movies, and I know when I sit down by myself to watch it, I'm just going to turn it off and I'm going to put on Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, but half an hour through. That's what I did actually with Force Awakens. I watched it again a second time. I got about 40. No, actually about an hour in. I was like, okay.
It's the same with every Marvel movie. I find like I don't think I've watched very many of them twice, other than like Iron Man. I've watched twice.
Yeah, back in the day, I've watched the older ones more than once.
I've watched definitely Captain America more than once.
Yeah, Winter Soldier or both?
For just the first one. I didn't really like it the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, I definitely liked it a lot more. Yeah. I was like, no, I didn't give it a fair chance. And I looked at it from a completely different perspective than what the movie actually is.
Yeah. You know what? And that's the thing. You know what? Who fucking knows? Maybe I will go watch fucking
Force Awakens
and dig it again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Last Jedi, I might go back and watch it and be like, you know what? Maybe I was harder on it back in the day. But right now, I'm not digging it.
But, But I'm glad that you enjoyed the Full Metal Alchemist. It's cool
good.
that it's something that you enjoyed, and they actually did like a cartoon version of it, or a live action version of a cartoon that ended well, because that's very hard. I don't find you see that very often.
Even in the end, I don't like. Again, watching it, I was like, this at the end, this is a cool way to end it. I was like, I respect that. Mm-hmm. Thinking of how they did the anime, I'm like, I don't really know how you could pull all of it off, but they did a really good job. And considering it was almost all live action, and like there obviously some like CGI and shit, because his brother's literally just a giant tin suit. Mm-hmm. So like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, it has to be CGI. Yeah. But man, it was honestly a solid fucking movie. Watch it. It's a long movie.
Out of 5 or 10, whatever.
Out of a 15, I'd give it 11.5.
That's good.
That's a good movie.
I got a question for you. What cartoon do you want to see a live action out of?
A live action cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh my goodness! So
budget, endless budget.
Okay, that's reasonable. Man, Simpsons.
Really?
Let's fucking see Simpsons done live action. That'd be brutal.
That sounds so bad.
Old Simpsons, not new Simpsons. Like good Simpsons.
Yeah, but still so bad.
That or fucking. I think Rick and Morty would be sick.
Rick and Morty would be really good because the technology would be so much.
We can do good sci-fi.
I think that's actually a really, really, really good one for Rick and Morty. And I think honestly, in the next 10 years you'll see a Rick and Morty live action movie.
That'd be sick.
I think it's too stupid not to do it.
I think it'd be even cool if they did it now, like a live action Rick and Morty movie with like they go to like a parallel universe where they go to like real world or something, like not
just an episode that's actually real life.
That'd be
thing
sick.
They had like a giant budget for.
Fuck, dude! You know how much it costs to animate an episode? They could put that into a pretty decent half-an-hour episode,
even like 15 minutes or something like that. My two would be. I always want to see Dragon Ball Z. Like a good adaptation of Dragon Ball Z with Krillin, with fucking Krillin. But if I want to go like Americanized, I kind of want to see Beavis and Butthead in real life.
That'd be fucking sick.
I think that'd be really funny because all you need is two fucking idiots, right? Just doing. Don't point it out.
We could do a good Beavis and Butthead. I would definitely be Butthead though. I need Dippy for my mouth. Which one? I'd be Beavis, right? You're
oh, Beavis. Beavis.
Show me your tennis.
I am Cornwall.
I had hair on me when I did that.
Dippy for my mouth. I can't do it. My voice is really high right now. So are we, man. Just kidding. We're not. We are very straight edged, homie. Yeah. Except for he drinks on the weekends.
I drink on one day on the weekend.
Yeah.
I drink Fridays. I don't drink Saturday and Sunday.
I keep it clean.
I'm a moral man.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I'll wake up on like Saturday and I'll text Kyle or Adam. I'll be like, "Yo, bud, how do you feel?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm fucking hungover." I'm like, "I'm fine."
That's weird that you don't get the hangover.
I also don't drink like they do. They go crazy.
Yeah.
I drink to the point where like I know I'm gonna throw up if I go past my limit.
Do you get to like a good buzz, or do you get over the buzz, but like not to like a blackout stage?
See, even in my drunk mind, I think of it this way: like once I'm drunk, I'm done. That's it, man. I've achieved the
legendary greatness.
Yeah, man. Like what do I need to? What is drinking more gonna do? I'm not gonna get more drunk.
I get more sick.
Exactly. I'm gonna throw up. As I've done it, man, where I've like pounded back brews, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm immortal. And I'm like,
the whole thing is like when you're with a bunch of guys, it's like drink as much as you can, because like if you don't drink, you're pussy.
I'm like, I'm already a pussy. And I just like sip my fucking.
That's the whole thing. Like when you're at a party, it's like you drink and you keep drinking, because it's a fun thing to do.
I have to stop because I hate throwing up. I know that I'm gonna throw up. So
and then it's not gonna be fun when you're hugging a toilet.
Even when I'm done like drinking and I'm done, I'm at home and I haven't drank for like a couple of like hours from that. Even my tummy kind of feels like gurgly and like, oh, that's gross.
Do you like try to have like bread or something in your system, like when you
usually
eat something?
Like during my drink, I usually eat something.
So that it kind of like soaks up the alcohol.
I believe that's in a real life. I don't think that's true.
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't know because you can't undrunk yourself without time. The only thing that escapes out of your system to get alcohol is time. You can't.
I think it's because like your alcohol goes into your stomach. Yeah. So when you have bread is an absorbent, so it soaks up the alcohol in your system.
Not even because your body then you're digesting alcohol filled bread.
The bread, yeah, exactly.
It's all in you. It's not escaping. You can't like divide it.
It's melting.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. Like your body is just gonna process all the alcohol you put through you regardless. Mm-hmm. You can't drink coffee and sober yourself up. You can drink water. Can't take a nap, but it's time. You will be undrunk when you time this up.
Some people say showers help. Maybe a hot shower because you sweat.
No, you can't sweat out alcohol.
Well, if it's in your blood.
Yeah, but like it has to digest first. You have to have been that drunk. You can't like speed up the drunk process.
So like say like you're really really drunk and you've been drunk for like a couple hours now. Like you started drinking
Like,
at 7.
you're peak
now
drunk.
it's midnight.
Yeah, you can't ramp up drunk. Like you can't like, all right, let's just fucking speed this drunk up and get me less drunk right now. You're drunk, you're gonna be drunk.
Science says you're wrong.
Science says that you're wearing a thong. You're reading the wrong.
How do they know?
Science knows everything. Don't ever try to lie to science, little bitch.
Oh fuck! You got any more talking points?
Nah, man, I'm done. I had a good sesh.
Yeah, I think this was really good. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and we'll come back with more for you. Next week we will be doing the music podcast. And so, if you guys have any recommendations, send them down the pipeline of via the magic of Facebook.
You uploaded it, you unload it. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
All right, see you on the flippity flop.
Toodles.